Hey everyone, welcome to DevRunner. My name is Paul. I'm an endurance runner and an RRCA certified running coach, and this is episode number 5 of my half marathon 2023. In this series, I am presenting everything that I put into my training as I prepare for a 1 hour, 19 minute, and 37 second or faster half marathon attempt, which will either take place at the track or at the Mayberry Half Marathon in Mount Airy, North Carolina on November 11th. I'll decide where I'm running as I assess my fitness in the coming weeks. But in the meanwhile, this week is a down week for me, which means I am lowering the number of miles that I'm running while maintaining the intensity that I've built up to thus far. So if you are enjoying my content, please do give it a like. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please do. When I see those numbers go up, it's very encouraging to me, so I appreciate it. And of course, if you've got any questions or comments, just drop them below. Now, with that said, folks, let's get on with the show. There's a lot to cover. Here we go. Hey everyone, it is Monday, August 7th, 2023. I'm walking a couple of laps around the building where I work and getting in a little exercise. Even though I'm not planning on running today, this is the first day of a down week for me, so I will be cutting my mileage probably by about 10 miles over what I did last week, trying to keep it right around 50 miles this week, give my legs a little bit of a break after 4 or 5 weeks of building. And yeah, feeling a little tired in all truth because this being a Monday means yesterday was my second 18-mile long run. And the sheer amount of sugar and especially caffeine that I take in on those long runs means that the Sunday night sleep is not always the best quality. And that was definitely true last night. I'm running on probably about 5.5 hours of sort of fitful sleep, and that means I'm not feeling fully recovered. My legs are still stiff, feeling a little something in my left Achilles, and I'm sure that'll all go away with a good night's sleep tonight. But yeah, just doing my best to stay hydrated, to eat healthy, get plenty of protein so that those muscles can repair themselves when they finally get the opportunity. Hey everyone, I'm back at home after a long day at the office, doing my strength routine. Making sure I stay strong so I can continue to improve as a runner and stay injury free. If you're interested in learning everything I do for strength training, or for core training, or for good running form, please check out the show notes below. There are links to dedicated videos. I appreciate checking it out. Hey everyone, 3.18 miles of warm up in the heat is done. I'm already soaked through everything I'm wearing, but I'm ready for 5 by half mile reps at tempo plus pace, and we'll see how it goes. As I said earlier, even though I'm cutting mileage this week, the amount of intensity work is not going to go down this week because in fact it may even go up as I ramp up, because next week I hope to make my debut at the track for the first time in this training block, and the only way I'm going to be ready for that is by pushing myself and continuing to build muscle and coordination. All right, folks, rep number 1 is done. 2 minutes and 57.04 seconds, averaging 5:53 pace for that half mile. And it was hard. I could feel the lactic acid burning, not just in my legs, but my shoulders, my arms. I was just flexing way too much stuff.
I feel like the lack of weight loss in the last week is just, it's really starting to get to me. Plus the fact that I've been building for 4 or 5 straight weeks without a down week. It's all showing itself. So it looks like I timed the down week perfectly. But onward and upward. All right, folks, rep number 2 is done in 2 minutes 53.59 seconds, averaging 5:45 per mile. Definitely an improvement, not just time-wise, but feel-wise. Again, I'm starting to put my consciousness, my mental efforts towards keeping the upper body relaxed, not burning more calories and flexing more muscle than I need to get the job done. And despite being faster this time, probably due to, natural muscle fiber recruitment from rep number 1, it was also easier. I was never gasping and dying. I just kind of ran it, and it felt like a true tempo effort. So good stuff. Rep number 3 is done. 2 minutes 52.40 seconds, averaging 5:45 per mile for that one. Whew. Wind was against me, so I had to work extra hard there in the middle. But I feel like I lost a little focus, so I guess my legs are still getting the benefit of more fast and slow twitch fibers all coming on board for each one of these reps. All right, folks, rep number 4 is done. Really proud of this one. Finished it in 2 minutes 48.92 seconds, averaging 5:35 per mile for that half-mile rep. The reason I'm so proud of it is because the second quarter of each one of these half-mile reps is a mild uphill, and that was the only time that I actually consciously decided to attack that by lifting my legs higher. Hey folks, rep number 5 is done. A little bit disappointed because I guess when I hit the button to start, I must have rolled my finger on one of the dials and screwed up the whole run. The only thing I did get out of it is the elapsed time, which was 2 minutes 52 seconds. I ran a little bit long on the finish line because I couldn't see exactly when I was hitting a half a mile, so I wanted to make sure I wasn't shortchanging the rep. It's Wednesday, August 9th, 2023. My plan originally for today was to go 5 miles easy, but did not sleep well last night. Things were a bit of a mess, and now after 9 hours down in the city and picking up groceries and all that kind of fun, just family responsibilities, I just don't want to run 5 miles in the killer heat. Good morning, it's Thursday, August 10th, 2023. It's not even 7 a.m. and here I stand in the backyard ready to go for a 12-mile run. Can you believe it? Wow. Ice cubes in Hades, right? But anyway, folks, I'm running hills today. I'm hoping to surge every hill. That's the plan. Secondary speed work and, not trying to push too hard, seeing as it is a down week. Hey folks, cow cam. The little babies are out. They're close to the roadside, but luckily there's an electric fence to keep them safe. He seems fascinated with me. That's one of the new babies. He's not used to seeing me yet. They're all beautiful. Alright folks, on go the miles. I'm just over 3 miles into the run. The sky has opened up, it's raining like crazy, but so far it feels good. The only thing I'm worried about is the phone here that I'm filming this with, because I don't have a plastic baggie with me. Maybe if I find one by the side of the road in a gutter, I might grab it. Hey folks, it's raining harder now. I'm 6.5 miles into this odyssey, and there's distant thunder at this point. I haven't seen but like one flash of lightning, and it was way off. So let's see if I can get a couple more miles in. Hopefully this worst part of the storm is moving in a different direction. Hey folks, 12 miles is done. Right after I filmed the last time, I was about a half mile down the road and suddenly, boom, just a big lightning bolt about a mile off in the distance up the hill where I normally perform most of my hill running. So I bolted in the opposite direction. So I got in a lot less hills than I expected today. Still got some decent vert in, but I was contemplating maybe just running straight home and just having to rework the entire week to try to make up the miles. But as I started moving in the opposite direction, luckily the lightning and the thunder kept going further and further from me. So I did just finish out. The rain just kept getting heavier. So I'm soaked and my pace slowed down as I went. 12 miles was completed in 1 hour, 48 minutes and 25 seconds, average 9:02 per mile. Nothing impressive time-wise, but at least the mileage is done. Whew. So there it is, 12 miles for my middle long run on my down week. All right, I'm going to get home, about another half mile from here, and then I'm going to shower up, and a big long day's work ahead of me. Peace out for now. Hey folks, it's Friday, August 11th, 2023, 6:30 at night. I just got home, got off the highway after 2 hours sitting in traffic, after the crappiest day at work I can remember in at least 10 years, 22 years on the same job. And yeah, not in love with life right now. I'm in love with my life. I'm desperately disillusioned with the bullshit. Enjoying the run as a means of just kind of getting stress levels back down. Alright everybody, 6 miles is done. Took me 53 minutes and 27.72 seconds, averaging 8 minutes and 54 seconds per mile. Glad it's over with because I am tired. As you could probably tell by that little outburst during the run. I just want this day over with, but first I gotta get home, drink some whey powder and creatine mix, get myself rehydrated, and start mowing the mountain. Alright folks, it's Saturday, August 12th, 2023, and as you can see, I came through with my promise yesterday to mow the mountain. It wasn't easy. I was out here till 8:30 at night, but I got it done after a long, terrible day. So all's well that ends well. Today I'm headed out for 7 miles. Just whatever happens out there. I'll run some hills, maybe throw in a couple of strides to build on what I did yesterday, and basically leave myself in good shape for 16 miles, hopefully. Much earlier in the day. It's already 11:30 today, and I'm feeling the heat. I'm exactly 5K into this 7-mile run. I went straight for the business park where all the hills are. Try to get a little work in. Build up some muscle. Surge up these hills. And then leave myself with enough juice to try to run decently tomorrow. Hopefully early when the air is a little cooler. Because right now, it's 88 degrees and the air is like soup. Alright folks, 7 miles is done. Took me 59 minutes and 24 seconds, averaging 9:08 a mile. I'm showing stats on screen for a mere 6.5 miles. The stats I just said out loud are for 6.5 miles. I forgot to unpause my watch after the last little bit that I filmed mid-run, so my weekend review will show 7 miles, and I'm just giving you the stats that I actually collected from GPS here in the real-time report. That took it out of me, folks. I gotta start drinking. Hit the electrolytes hard. Time for a big oatmeal dinner, I think, to try to carb up for tomorrow. Get some golden raisins and some bananas, strawberries, cinnamon, protein powder. I'm already looking forward to it. Hey folks, it is Sunday morning, August 12th, 2023. I just began my long run. I'm about 1.5 miles in, and my cow friends are all out. Chewing some cud before it gets super hot. It's already 80 degrees. Couldn't get myself up. I needed the rest. I valued the rest over the cool air. I'm going to do a couple of 8-mile loops to get to 16 miles today. I'm just running with handheld today with some tailwind in it. At the 8-mile mark, I will be back at the house to grab another one of these and maybe pop a gel. But yeah, the only goal today is to try to run a negative split, whatever it is. All right, everybody, we got 4 miles into this one. I'm averaging like 8:15 a mile at the moment. Waiting for the heat to cause that to slow down, but for now, I'm just gonna try to hold it here so I perhaps have a chance at a minor negative split on this one, which for those of you not in the know, negative split just means you run the second half of a run faster than the first half. That's could be by a mere second, and it counts. All right, folks, I just passed the 8-mile marker. I'm headed back towards the house to change out my flask with a new full one that has a scoop of tailwind in it, and to grab but my first gel. I had a gummy worm before I headed out the door for this first 8-mile loop. Now I'll do a goo salted watermelon when I get through the door real quick. I'm not going to stop for more than 30 seconds. I just want to get the bottle into this hand strap and then off I go again. It's getting really hot, and so far I'm having a good day. Keeping it, depending on whether I'm going uphill or downhill, anywhere between 8 and 8:30 miles. I'm actually moving at 7:45 right now. All right, folks, I am 12.3 miles into this 16-miler. Just doing the exact same course that I did for the first 8 miles, but it took me 8.25 miles to get home for the first one, so it's just slightly different. So far, I'm holding. Well, I'm running 7:45 again right now. But generally speaking, my splits are coming in around 8:15 or so, 8:10. So far, I'm looking good for a negative split for sure, as long as something horrendous doesn't happen. I feel like this run is a little bit of a breakthrough because the heat is just as bad as it ever is. But so far, I'm holding faster paces than I'm used to for these long runs. I'm sure psychologically knowing that I'm only going 16 has something to do with that, but whatever works. 16 miles done. It took me 2 hours, 12 minutes, and 41.31 seconds, averaging 8 minutes and 18 seconds per mile. And in this kind of heat, that's a big win. I think this is definitely my strongest long run so far in this training cycle, despite the fact that the humidity is, and the heat is, yep. I still managed to stay strong throughout the whole thing, and with only one gel at mile 18 and 2 17-ounce flasks of water with 1 scoop of tailwind in each. That's nothing but good news. So hopefully I'll be able to sleep well tonight and work this caffeine out of my system so that I can get some solid rest, because starting tomorrow, the mileage is cranking back up after this down week. So 65 miles next week, and that means I'm running on a Monday for the first time in this training cycle. It'll be a 7-day week.
All right, so as you can see from the week in review right over there, it was in fact a 50-mile week for me. I'm very happy that I managed to get all 50 miles in a mere 5 days of running. And yeah, I think that long run was strong considering the unbelievable dog days of heat and humidity that we've been experiencing here in North Carolina is just getting worse and worse as each week goes by. But yeah, got it done and ran it fairly strong, I think. So on top of that, folks, I did get my strength workouts in on Monday and Friday. I got all 7 of my core routines done as soon as I rolled out of bed. And I did, in fact, manage to lose a little bit of weight as well, a mere ½ pound. I do have to pick up the pace at which I'm losing weight, but at least I'm continuing to move in the right direction despite the lower mileage. So good news there as well. Now, folks, if you're looking for help with a core routine, if you're looking for help with proper running form or a strength routine, take a look at the links in the show description below. And if you're looking for help from a running coach, please get in touch with me. Just go to devrunnercoaching.com, fill out the form, and we can talk for a 20-minute free consultation. And I'd be more than happy to find out what you're up to, and we can talk about how to get you there. So with that said, folks, please get healthy, stay strong, and keep pushing. Peace out. Catch you next week.